Senate vote on the CR?
What was the vote?
They just voted to advance it.
What?
They just voted to advance it.
Good. That's good. I mean, I was told that that was what was going to happen. Very good. And I appreciate Senator Schumer, and I think he did the right thing. Really, I'm very impressed by that.
Mr. President, walk us through the tariffs. Mr. President, obviously you're concerned. You're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now to get the hostages back?
She just became a big story tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that? What?
In Gaza.
Van Jones and Governor Tim Pawlenty are out front now. Van, how angry are Democrats at Leader Schumer?
I've never seen this level of volcanic anger at a Democrat ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow.
I mean, we can be grumpy, we can be frustrated with each other. There is a volcanic eruption of outrage at Leader Schumer because we want a Mitch McConnell. I remember when Obama had all the cards. Mitch McConnell drove Obama nuts, twisted his pinky, broke his kneecaps, and got stuff done for Republicans when they shouldn't have gotten an inch. They got miles. We have a Senate majority leader who is beloved in this party, but we want somebody who's going to stand up to this bully. Stand up to this bully. Do something. And if you shut the government down and it gets a little bit crazy, at least some politics is about the rationality. There's an emotional need to stop Donald Trump and Elon Musk from running over this party. And I think Chuck Schumer has radically misread the room.
We have people who are locking up on that. We have someone that's here right now from one of the dealerships that they threw a Molotov cocktail through a dealership. They're looking at up to 20 years in prison. So if you're going to touch a Tesla, go to a dealership, do anything, you better watch out because we're coming after you. Wow. And if you're funding this, we're coming after you. We're going to find out who you are.
So, I mean,
This amendment shuts down the illegal Elon Musk operation, which has nothing to do with government efficiency and everything to do with rigging the government for people like Elon Musk and powerful special interests. That's why they started by firing all the independent inspector generals in the U.S. government, which just opens the door to more corruption. And they have lied and lied to the American people. They illegally fired over 200,000 patriotic federal employees, including 6,000 veterans, and added insult to injury by lying that they were fired for poor performance. That was untrue, and this is why judges are ordering the Trump administration to return them to their jobs.
No apparent reason, forcing the bravest people you or I could ever meet to have to worry about how they're going to put food on their family's table next week or keep a roof over their heads next month. These are folks who did 1, 2, 6, 7 tours, then came home and chose to continue serving their nation by joining federal service. These are heroes who deserve our utmost gratitude. Instead, Trump and Musk are giving them the middle finger. Cadet Bonespurs may like to wrap himself in the flag with one hand, but with the other, he's signing off on the orders that sell out our veterans to line billionaires' pockets. And our warriors deserve better.
Now, I want to remind everyone that it was Republicans who pushed this false shutdown choice. Their inability to govern has led us to this precipice. Our caucus members have two bad choices. Different senators will come down on different sides of the question, but that does not mean that any Senate Democrat supports a shutdown. Whatever the outcome, our caucus will be united in our determination to continue the long-term fight to stop Donald Trump's dangerous war on our democracy and on America's working families.
That legislation would have provided $350 million a year over 2 years for the National Health Service Corps, so we can attract young people to go out and work, young doctors to work in underserved areas. And it would have provided $300 million a year for teaching health centers. It would have also lowered the outrageous price of prescription drugs by taking on the greed of pharmacy benefit managers. It was a bipartisan bill. And just before that bill was going to be passed Elon Musk, the wealthiest man in the world, who does not have to worry about whether he and his friends can afford health care. He sent out a series of tweets, some of them outrageously dishonest, to kill this legislation, and he succeeded in doing so.
Something doesn't make sense here. President Trump and his team identified the cuts that need to be made, but it is ultimately Congress, not the executive, that has the power of the purse. Congress has to act to make the cuts identified by the administration a reality. And on that score, the bill under consideration today is a disappointment. The bill is a disappointment to those who believe that congressional leadership should have used the 3 months since they came into office, since Doge and Elon Musk have identified this waste. They should have used that waste and incorporated it into the spending bill.
It's a bit chilly. Gather around for the latest episode of Capitol Hill's favourite game show, Wheel of Misfortune, featuring our perpetually beleaguered Senate Minority Leader, Chuck Schumer. I might start shivering here, it's cold. Tonight, Chuck's spinning the wheel, desperately hoping it doesn't land on retirement. That arrow's been pointing there for a while, let's face it. It's really been spinning around and shaking for a while, getting close to the marker of retirement. Anyway, first stop, let's talk about Chuck's love affair with filibusters. He's kind of like the ex who promises they've changed. No more obstruction, just pure legislative love. Until, wow, power shifts and he's back to the same old tricks. Remember when Chuck thought nuking the filibuster would, I don't know, save democracy? Now, it's a punchline waiting to happen. I'll put my hood up, sorry, it's a bit cold here. I know, isn't it delightful watching him juggle his caucuses, progressives and moderates? I'm not sure it's working. It's like watching someone trying to herd cats while blindfolded on a unicycle. Will AOC throw him under the bus? Or will Pelosi give him that nudge first? I just get the idea. It's TikTok. It's not anyone's game. It is TikTok, Schumer. Here's the kicker. Schumer's latest circus act involves cozying up so close to tremendous Trump's policies. You'd think he was auditioning for a spot on The Apprentice, White House 2025. Pelosi's out there shaking her head, and AOC's just waiting, this is what I think, for the perfect moment to yell, bingo! Or time's up, get out, whatever. So as you watch Chuck's final days play out, grab your popcorn, or better yet, a bingo card, because every day is a gamble in the life of Chuck Schumer. We should ask the question, will he land on the jackpot or bankruptcy, politically speaking? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, I'm a bit cold and the odds are as shaky as his stance on that vote was close today. Wow, that was close.
AOC is doing what Gavin Newsom is doing. She said that she's going to start going into the red districts and town halls, and she's going to go out there with Bernie Sanders. And I think the time for her is now or never. I think she is making a decision that, you know what, I think that this is the time for me to get out there because Schumer is out of sync with us. And if there's anything that she has done in the last few years since she's come to Congress, she's become more thoughtful. And she's become more reasoned, and she makes it clear what it is that she's thinking. So they've got a real divide within the party, and I think that she is the one who might be able to put it all together.
So, Harry.